Hello everyone. How you all doing today? I'm glad to whoever is watching these videos to have you as my viewer because I'm gonna remind this again uh, to myself more, yeah, that I'm making these videos for me to motivate myself to do A Course in Miracles lessons. So yesterday I was reading a lesson number 16 that says that I have no neutral thought. I was actually applying this idea on the day, and yeah, wherever I was thinking, I was just reminding myself that you know what, yeah, this thought is not neutral. Yeah, and I just reminding myself that you know what, the most of the time, I'm not saying that all the time, but the most of the time, uh, negative thoughts are prevailing. Yeah, and that's why this work is actually helping to stop like having more negative thoughts. Yeah, it actually helps to stop you. Okay, so today I'm about to read lesson number 16. Oh, sorry, 17. Yeah, 16 it was for yesterday. The next one. Lesson 17. I see no neutral things. Okay, okay. I see no neutral things. This idea is another step in the direction of identifying cause and effect as it really operates in the world. Cause and effect, you know. You see no neutral things because you have no neutral thoughts. It's logical, right? You see no neutral things because you have no neutral thoughts. Okay, okay. It is always the thought that comes first. Yeah, the thought comes first. Despite the temptation to believe that it is the other way around. There is no other way around. This is not the way the world thinks, but you must learn that it is the way you think. We are learning doing this work, yeah, that the way I think. If it were not so, perception would have no cause, and would itself be the cause of reality. In view of its highly variable nature, this is hardly likely. Yeah. In applying today's idea, say to yourself with eyes open, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Okay, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. That's why, as I said before, the most of the times we have negative thoughts, yeah, which means judgmental, yeah, including judgmental, and the most of them are accusative, yeah, so like not the positive ones, right? Okay, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Then look about you, resting your glance on each thing you know long enough to say, I do not see a neutral something, yeah? Because my thoughts about this situation, for example, yeah, are not neutral. I do not see a neutral situation, yeah, because my thoughts about this situation are not neutral. All right. For example, you might say, I do not see a neutral wall because my thoughts about walls are not neutral. I do not see a neutral body because my thoughts about bodies are not neutral. I do not see a neutral body because I have no neutral thoughts about bodies. Because my thoughts about bodies are not neutral. Yeah. That's why I do not see bodies neutral. Being neutral. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. As usual, it is essential to make no distinctions between what you believe to be animated or inanimated. Okay. So wherever it's animated or inanimated, yeah, so apply this idea to everything, pleasant or unpleasant. So you actually apply this idea to even pleasant things, yeah. Regardless of what you may believe, you do not see anything that is really alive or really joyous. That is because you are unaware as yet of any thought that is really true and therefore really happy. Yeah. We see no distinctions between really true and not true. Okay, 3 or 4 specific practice periods are recommended. And no less than 3 are required for maximum benefit, even if you experience resistance. Oh, resistance is so heavy, believe me. However, if you do, the length of the practice period may be reduced to less than a minute or so, that is otherwise recommended. Alright, so today we have some kind of an extension of the previous lesson, yeah, so like we had before, like, I have no neutral thoughts, yeah, so like today we have the lesson that says that I see no neutral things, yeah, so actually I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Only the reason why I have no neutral thoughts, that's why I see no neutral things. Because the thought is coming first. Yeah? So that's why we are doing the work on our thoughts. Yeah? Actually, it's the most important work to train your mind. Yeah? To remind yourself that your thoughts are not neutral. Yeah? They are the most of the time they're negative, they're judgmental. Yeah? So you just stop yourself, like keeping going with these thoughts. Yeah? You just stop yourself. And yeah, doing this work, you just remind yourself, you know what? Because I have no neutral thoughts, that's why I see no neutral things. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Yeah. So yeah, no neutral things. It means that I am the source who is actually giving all the meaning to everything around me. Unfortunately, the most of the time we give the negative meaning, yeah, to everything. We judge everything. We are programmed this way, yeah. So that's why we are just unprogramming, we are undoing the ego thought system, yeah? And we are reminding ourselves with today's idea that I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. Okay, hopefully someone can do the same work with me along the day, and thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.